We have met in this spectacular place today, in Garden of the Gods, on land that was once home to the Ute peoples and has been considered sacred for millennia. We gather to celebrate the relationship of Alex Wallace and Willem Vanderwerf, and to join their lives together in a marriage filled with eternal hope and strong, unabiding love. Today's ceremony is an abundant celebration, recognizing not only the love between our bride and groom, but also their affection for all of you, their guests. I know our couple would like to begin by offering a sincere thanks to each of you for being here today and for holding space for their love. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to also remember and honor Alexis's mother, Nadine Wallace. Although she made Alexis a promise not to become a police officer herself, she never said anything about marrying one, and she would have loved Willem. Today, her spirit watches over us, blessing this union. We're going to begin this marriage with a foot washing ceremony, which is representative of Jesus washing the feet of his disciples and symbolizes love and humility. The act of washing each other's feet communicates the fact that first and foremost, you love one another, even through the muck and mud of life. It also symbolizes that you enter this marriage as equals and are willing to literally pray before the other. As you kneel, you show respect for each other and a commitment to accepting one another whole. The person whose feet are also being washed is also communicating their willingness to be helped when needed and accepting that sometimes in a relationship, they will hold the power. When that happens, it's important to never abuse that power. With this ceremony, you set the tone for your entire marriage. You are not only saying that you love each other, but you are showing your willingness to stay humble and always serve that love.
You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making commitments in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held in a car or over a meal or during long walks, all those conversations that began with when we're married and continue with I will and you will and we will, all those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart, all these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant it, all of it, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher, for you have learned much from one another these past few years. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life, and these things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife.
Now, Alexis and Willem, over the course of 4 years, you've shown each other what it means to be a partner, by being truly caring, compassionate, and dependable. The first day you met, Willem threw you off the back of his ATV, face first into the mud. You came up laughing, a good sign, and from that point on, you held on to him tightly the entire ride. Your first real date came a week later at Topgolf, where you also shared your first kiss. Just 36 days into your relationship, before you were ever officially dating, Willem fell in love. Alexis has taken care of you when you got really sick, making sure you were comfortable and showing how much she already cared for you. Soon thereafter, as Alexis prepared to be the girlfriend you deserved, she realized that she wasn't afraid of wanting to be with you and that you were worth letting into her heart. She let herself trust you and for the first time, felt true love. For his part, Willem loves what a big heart you have. He loves how nice you are to him and the ease of your coupledom. How incredible life is when you're together. He thinks you're beautiful every single day and accepts you for who you truly are, past traumas and all. For her part, Alexis loves your kindness. how sensitive and sweet you are to her. She loves your work ethic and how you're never boastful, greedy, or materialistic. How you'll help anyone without a second thought, and how you always make her feel safe. From adopting sweet Stella to owning a home, you've already accomplished so much. You've hiked to waterfalls and gone camping. You've traveled the world through Italy, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and Holland. You've relaxed on beaches in Kauai. You've even found a special place in Fredericksburg where you might return time and time again. You have even done a year of couples therapy so that you can truly show up to this marriage whole, strengthening your bond and communication and becoming the best partner you can be. Now, as we stand here in Colorado, a pandemic still among us, your love and relationship are stronger than ever. In a time when many people focus on the wedding rather than the marriage, you've taken the opposite approach. Without the distractions of a larger affair, with just those closest to you in attendance, you can focus on the primary purpose of the day, which is making lifetime promises to each other. When we are lucky to have found our soulmate, as you both have, marriage is the natural next step, one of the greatest expressions of our humanity. A good marriage makes the burdens lighter as they are divided and the joys more intense and sweet as they are shared. A good marriage gives us strength and bravery, knowing that someone is there along the way to support us. As we look 10, 20, or 50 years ahead, I hope for a few things. Firstly, a strong marriage. One that nurtures each of you as individuals and allows you to take risks and grow in your own way. I hope your marriage is a safe haven, your rock, a place where you may continue to become your best selves. Second, I hope truth becomes the foundation of your lives together. A happy, loving marriage built on trust, respect, and open dialogue. Empower one another by never making assumptions and always communicating your truth. Lastly, I hope that you continue to surprise each other throughout the years and that together you might do good in this world. I pray that you are blessed with land, a family, and with many, many years together. Those years won't always be easy, for in every marriage, in addition to joy, there will also be hardship. Treat yourselves and each other with respect and remind yourselves often of what brought you together. Give the highest priority to the tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that your connection deserves. When frustration, difficulties, and fear assail your relationship as they threaten all at one time or another, remember to focus on what is right between you, not only the part that seems wrong. The greatest strength of your relationship is your willingness to make it work, to fight for what you have and each other. Never lose that. Above all, in trying times, I hope you remember this day and the love you currently hold in your hearts. No ceremony can create your marriage, only you two can do that. Through love and patience, through dedication and communication, through taking responsibility for the quality of your life together, and through letting go of all the rest. What this ceremony can do is witness and affirm the choice you've made to stand together and support each other, no matter what. The writer Wendell Berry says, "The meaning of marriage begins in the giving of words. We cannot join ourselves to another without giving our word." With that in mind, I'd like to invite you to say your vows.
Willem, please repeat after me.
I, Willem,
I, Willem,
take you, Alexis,
take you, Alexis,
To have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
beautiful. Alexis, now it's your
I, Alexis,
I, Alexis,
take you, Willem,
take you, Willem,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall.
Having this kind of love in your hearts,
You will now be sealing those vows by exchanging rings.
A ring has no beginning and no end, which symbolizes that the love between you shall never cease. As you wear your rings, may they be constant reminders of your inner unity as a couple. Okay. So if you each just take each other's, yeah, beautiful. Now we'll
Take it off.
yeah. Okay, so let her, yeah. No, he can put it over. Yeah. Now, Willem, do you give Alexis this ring you currently hold to wear as a symbol of your enduring love and undying devotion? Beautiful. Put it on her. It's the altitude. Perfect. Now, Alexis, do you give Willem this ring you currently hold to wear as a symbol of your enduring love and undying devotion?
I do.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Now take each other's hands again. You are now bound together, body and soul, partners for the rest of your days. I'd like to close with The Art of Marriage by William A. Peterson, which so perfectly describes the love that you have sealed today. Let these words carry you into your future together. Let them guide you when you are lost. And most of all, may the promises you've made be lived out for the rest of your lives. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together, facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and to forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow old. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. This is the art of marriage. Because you two came here today, intending to marry and made solemn vows, it is my great honor to pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Vanderwerf. You may kiss. Woohoo! Beautiful.